Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Curtains have been drawn on the world's biggest polling marathon as we build up to the Super Saturday exit poll broadcast. Let's get you the Satta Bazar numbers, because numbers is what everyone wants to know about. And 6:30 is the time that Election Commission allows us to put out the numbers of our exit polls, and I have those in my hand. The state-wise numbers coming up for you straight on at 6:30. But before the numbers, we get you the numbers that are the estimates that have been put out by several agencies. As per the latest media reports, the Falodi Satta Bazar of Rajasthan, which has a history of accurate predictions, whether in elections, cricket matches, or whether it's forecast, we'll give you all these Satta Bazar numbers. But before we go to the Satta Bazar numbers, I want to introduce our guests joining us this evening. We have a big panel, and joining me as we always do, Padmaja Joshi and Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. This is the three-barrel information machine that's going to come out of India's election news headquarters. With us, to my right, is Jay Mrug, our resident cephalogist. With him, Anand Ranganathan, what should I call you? Scientist of numbers, scientist of DNAs of political parties. I don't know what, but thank you very much for coming back this election. Mr. Rajagopalan, thank you very much for joining me, and I'm looking forward to some really big statements coming from you, but you're already wearing black. Your mood not very good today.
Can I tell you in your ears?
No,
ears?
No, people are watching.
Congress condolences.
Congress condolences already black. So have you moved? Have you moved to the other side? You're worrying about them?
When MPs can wear black shirt, why can't newsmen?
Okay, all right. Well, on the other hand, Sabha Naqvi to my left, senior journalist, you're in black as well.
Yeah,
Sabha, did you and Rajagopalan, very unlikely, but did you discuss your wardrobes?
No, she joined DMK. That is the DMK color.
I never thought of
It's
that.
not the party flag colors, it's black and red.
Is it DMK colors? No?
Yeah, black
Oh,
and red.
great. Good.
Okay,
Good.
so
All
Sabha Naqvi, thank you very much, and thanks for coming back this election. And we've done a lot of election on times now, and we argue, we debate, we put out the numbers, we put out the stories, we get the best analysis, and we hope this time too we'll do the same. Thank you very much, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, for joining us. Congress leader, the only one who looks at us rather patiently when his party boycotts us. But thank you very much for joining us. And also my friend Sanjay Jha, author, suspended Congress leader, and with us every election. Pleasure to have you in our studio.
Black.
No, he's in navy blue, please.
And let me tell you, Navika, I promised to take him shopping on the 4th of June and buy him a lovely blue T-shirt. I'll buy you a blue T-shirt so that you remember the India Alliance victory forever.
Okay, all right. So that's a promise, and several witnesses. But let me go to our first floor. And we have our two analysts right there. JVC joining us. He's got the numbers, and I think, JVC, as much as I know you, I think you're going to give 400 plus to the BJP or NDA. How are you looking at these elections?
I think 400 is going to be a far-fetched figure, Navika.
Okay.
400 probably, if the BJP is able to win every single toss-up seat and NDA partners are going to pull through, then 400 is possibility. I can tell you what I'm looking at is BJP at 329 plus NDA at 383, Congress at 51. And India at 136.
51.
I can give you the numbers straight away.
बड़ा आपने अच्छा नंबर दिया है, बड़ा जल्दी बता दिया, मैंने तो पूछा भी नहीं था, but he's given the numbers away. But also joining us, Tushar Gupta.
These are numbers of the exit poll.
No. These are his numbers. These are not.
I was just wondering.
This is JVC exit poll. If we put out, our numbers,
everyone
I will, sir. After the Satta Bazar. But
polled by
Tushar,
100%.
thank you very much for joining us. And I'm not asking you the numbers just yet because to our viewers, we want to throw up the Satta Bazar numbers. And Padmaja and Madhav, let's get cracking, and numbers is what everybody wants. Let's look at what's coming up on our screens.
Let's start with the Falodi Satta Bazar numbers, and the Falodi Satta Bazar, which usually has been quite accurate when it comes even to cricket, bets, etc., right now is giving 270 to 300 to the BJP alone, and the Congress also is shown increasing on its current tally at 60 to 63. So it's belying what a lot of people are saying, that the Congress will go below its tally of last time. It's actually showing an increase of 11 seats over 2019 figures. That's as far as the Falodi Satta Bazar is concerned. If we take a look, and we've taken a sample from across the country. After Falodi, let's talk about the 10 Satta Bazars that we have sampled. Palanpur, what does Palanpur tell us? Let's quickly take a look at the Palanpur Satta Bazar now, and the figures there are 247 to the NDA and 216, that's it, just 216 to the BJP Navika, 225 to INDI. So it's a close call, which is what Palanpur is saying. And Congress
is at 112 and India Alliance at 225. Now, this is going to give us some talking points. That's what Palanpur Satta Bazar is doing for us. 112 to the Congress party. Black shirt up, de dijiye. Navy blue, I think Sanjay Jha is buying for you if you go by the Palanpur Satta Bazar. Okay.
Men in blue are going to win.
Let's take the next number. I think Vijayawada Satta Bazar coming up on the screen.
Yeah. So we have the Vijayawada Satta Bazar. NDA is at 300 plus. BJP is at 270 to 290. INDI 240 to 60 to just the Congress. So they are being more conservative over here. But if we take a look at the cross section, let's quickly go through all of the numbers, and then we can analyze where the mean of all of these numbers is. So after Vijayawada, we are taking a look at the Hyderabad Satta Bazar. In Hyderabad, the numbers are, and largely 300 plus again, and 270 to 290 to the BJP.
So Vijayawada, Hyderabad,
pretty much
geographically close, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and they are looking at numbers at 300 plus for the NDA, BJP 270 to 290, Congress again 40 to 60 and 200 plus to the India Alliance.
And largely, Navika, everyone is being conservative, staying in the vicinity of 300 to 310, with the BJP at 270 to 290. So nobody is actually taking that leap of faith and giving a char so par. None of the Satta Bazar numbers so far have given a char so par or even close to the BJP so far.
So let's look at the Ahmedabad Satta Bazar, because if Ahmedabad gives it to them, well, look at the numbers there, Padmaja.
Yeah, 300 to 303. So that is the closest which you have, pretty much the same figures as 2019. So Congress showing a mild increase, but BJP pretty much in the 2019 vicinity.
Well, absolutely. In fact, let's take a look at the next number that we're looking at. This is perhaps one of the higher numbers as far as Satta Bazar is concerned at 301 to 302. But there's also the Karnal Satta Bazar, I believe, in our graphics. If you can quickly go to that as well. That number, of course, I believe, as far as Karnal is concerned, is at NDA 263, India 231. Now, this is something that is perhaps one of the closest in terms of numbers, because the BJP number here is at just 235 and Congress at 108. Perhaps the second such Satta Bazar that is giving this kind of a trend, and certainly numbers that are extremely close, of course, nowhere close to 400 number, but even far below the 300 number. And that is, of course, a huge, I mean, if these numbers are to believe, certainly, of course, very, very different from what we've seen projected by different political parties earlier. There's a next one, which is Belgaum Satta Bazar, and this too is on similar lines. The numbers here are at 265 for NDA, BJP at only 223 over here, and Congress at 120, the India Alliance at 230. This is perhaps, again, a very, very close number. And the interesting thing is that if this kind of a situation, if it is to be believed to be true, then perhaps, both alliances are within striking distance. Is that really possible? Of course, a number of factors that are at play. But this is as far as the Belgaum Satta Bazar is concerned. The last 2 or 3 numbers that we have are of the Kolkata Satta Bazar. And the Kolkata Satta Bazar is at 261 for the NDA Alliance and 228 for the India Alliance. BJP here at 218, Congress at 128. And of course, after this is the Indore Sarafa Bazar. Over here, we are talking about a number of 283 for NDA and 180 for the India Alliance. BJP at 260, Congress at 94. So now we got the last few numbers. They have been something quite different from what has been predicted, what has been discussed. And if these scenarios do happen, is it possible that both of these alliances could come even as close as is being projected over here? That's certainly a big question that arises.
But look at the Mumbai Satta Bazar. And the Mumbai Satta Bazar numbers are 295 to 305 for the BJP and 55 to 65 for the Congress party. Extremely specific. And I see smiles. I see. Okay, so everybody here wants to give out their numbers. And I hope you're not cheating only from Satta Bazar.
We told you
and
before.
What you
We told you before.
Okay, off camera. Yes. So let me take a tally around the table. Rajagopalan, how many seats?
One fatafat and thakatak. 315 for BJP, 345 for NDA, Congress 45.
Okay. Anand Ranganath.
Cut. Daro mat.
मैं बहुत डर
नहीं डरो मत.
Started quoting Rahul Gandhi. See how times have changed.
Correct. You will quote Narendra Modi. Don't worry. You always think of Narendra Modi.
Keep hoping, bro.
Narendra Modi.
Okay,
Narendra
Anand Ranganathan.
300, not a seat more, not a seat less.
For BJP or
Half mila. Handshake. Good.
Okay, that's very precise. Anand Ranganathan says 300 on the dot for the BJP.
Qualify, read the offer documents carefully.
Conditions apply. What are the conditions? Come on now. You have to read them out, otherwise investments will go. We'll put SEBI after you.
He will give a lunch.
Prediction of
He gives
Satta Bazar. Satta Bazar.
Satta.
Offer document means Operation Lotus.
He's already started.
Okay, Jemru.
300 to 310.
300 to 310 for the BJP or NDA?
BJP.
For the BJP alone. Sabanakvi.
10 under a majority for the BJP. 10 seats. 10, 15.
262.
Something like that.
262 for the BJP, says Sabha, but NDA will be...
BJP will, under all circumstances, get the first call to form a government.
All right.
But under a
Kamruzaman
majority.
Chaudhary?
I will not speculate on what BJP will be getting or the NDA will be getting. I will speculate on what India Alliance will be getting. And that's very surely, minus the TMC, it will be on the range of 260 to 270.
Why?
And Congress...
Why minus
Without
TMC?
No.
Because she hasn't attended the meeting today, you're already giving up on TMC.
Navika, one thing, I have minused TMC out here, I have minused here YSRC,
So add 20
I have minused
minimum.
BJD also out here.
But TMC is part of the India Alliance,
They are
last
not
I
a part
heard.
of the India Alliance. If
what
Mamata
is it?
Banerjee-
Oh, ये क्या हुआ? When did this happen, Sanjay?
मैडम एक चीज याद रखो, हिंदी में एक कहावत है, बेगाना शादी में अब्दुल्ला दीवाना। जब तक सीट अलायंस नहीं करेंगे,
You are from
आपके
Adhir
साथ
Ranjan
में
Chaudhary
कोई
camp
समझौता
or what?
नहीं होगा बंगाल में।
Adhir Ranjan
हम
Chaudhary
आपका
camp.
दीवाना हो गए, हम
Adhir
आपका
Ranjan
शादी में
Chaudhary camp.
मेहमान, बिन वाला अभी बहुत कुछ उनको प्रश्चित
आपने राहुल
करके
गांधी
उनको
से
आना होगा।
पूछा है? आपने राहुल गांधी से
That
पूछा
is the listen, Navika. I am from Bengal and I know the ground realities. What is there? As a Congress worker, it will take lot of time and lot of cajoling me as a Congress worker to accept Mamata Banerjee as my alliance partner in India Alliance.
I believe Adhir Ranjan has lost his seat. I'm just saying.
With the greatest of respect, I think that question was answered by Mallikarjun Kharge, where he said, we take the decision and anyone who doesn't want Mamata Banerjee in the alliance will be thrown
Absolutely.
out. He said it in so many words. So with the greatest of respect, I think Mr. Kharge has put that debate to rest.
Sanjay Jha.
BJP will go down to around 220. It will max at 240. It could go down even lower, but 240 max for BJP. I would say rather for Congress will be minimum at around 90. and India alliance will be closer to around 250, 260. Realistically, it could be a hung parliament.
Hung parliament?
Yeah,
you're
possible,
saying?
hugely possible.
And then which operation will begin?
I'll tell you what will happen.
Operation Hearth?
No, I'll tell you what will happen. Because the BJP already has an alliance with TDP in Andhra, so I don't think Jagan Mohan Reddy has any choice but to back the India alliance. The kind of attacks Mr. Modi has made on Naveen Patnaik, BJP will also shift this way. And due respect to my friend, TMC is 100% on board with India alliance.
All right.